Hi, come on in. I am just getting a little afternoon pick me up. Hope I don't regret this, but I'm tired. I need to figure out what's for dinner. It's almost 4 o'clock and I've taken nothing out. Not ideal. So let's shop my fridge, freezer, and pantry. See what we can come up with. See what we can throw together. So let's see what we can find. Let's see. First, we'll take a little inventory of what we have in the freezer. We have some ground turkey. I have ground beef, chicken breast, pork chops, ground chicken, chicken legs. That's just bread and stuff. Let's see what we have in the fridge. Okay. Got lettuce from salad last night. I have sour cream. I have Mexican crema. I have a tomato, cucumber, lettuce, cheese, Parmesan cheese, shredded cheese, cheese. Are you thinking what I'm thinking? Let's check the pantry. Okay, rice, pasta sauce. I have some sides. I have stuff for salad. We just had salad yesterday. Aha! You are thinking what I'm thinking. We'll have Taco Monday. Okay, great. Were you thinking tacos too? So I'm thinking we make tacos. Now, do I want to make all beef? Or actually, did you know that I, at least at Walmart, this ground turkey, like $1.97. And if you, when you're cooking it up, if you add a little beef bouillon, tastes just like hamburger, just like ground beef. No one will ever know. My husband does not like ground turkey. You know how many times he's eaten it and he has no idea? Okay, so now comes the fun part, trying to dig out all the crap because I put it, strategically Tetris style, and then it freezes and then I can't get it out. So I got a big pack of hamburger from Costco and I broke it in half. I did half, like 2.5 pounds, and then the other half I cut it in half, so it's one half and then 2 quarters. So I think I'll use the ground turkey. He's upstairs, so I gotta be quiet. Sorry. I think I'll use the ground turkey and a quarter of the hamburger. So my nephew told me I needed to get a microphone. So let me know if it's better, worse, indifferent. If you don't care about the sound, you're just here for the great tips and the delicious cooking. Oh, get my hands off. If you're like me and you forget to take food out of the freezer in time, you can cook your meat from a frozen state. If you put it in a pot and put a lid on it and turn it down to like a medium low, and it will kind of, the steam will help defrost it, and then you can chop it up and fry it up. It will take a little bit longer, but while it's defrosting, you can get all your other sides together and start finishing the rest of the dinner. And then when all that's done, all you gotta do is brown up your meat and then you're done. The most inconvenient part is getting it out of the package. The hamburger will be easy. I just cut the bag and throw it in. But the turkey, I'll have to run it under. I'll have to run it under cold water and loosen it up from the package. Now the turkey is lean, but the hamburger should have some fat on it. So all you gotta do is just kind of watch it, and if you feel like it's sticking to the pan, you can throw a little olive oil in there, or in my case, avocado oil. And while that is coming together, we can start getting our sides, chop up our lettuce finer, put the cheese in a bowl, all the sides, and put away our dishes. What we're going to do this week is meal plan. We're going to go through our freezers, our refrigerator, our pantry, and figure out what we have. Meats, vegetables, condiments, breads, canned foods, vegetables. Did I say vegetables? I wonder if this will ever get easier. Figure out what we have, how much of it we have, and kind of figure out meals we want to make. For me, I always find it easier if I make a meal plan. It helps when I grocery shop. I'm not just buying a bunch of random crap, and when I get home, I'm just like, what am I going to do with this? And then all the ideas I have, oh, I can make this. I'm like, oh, okay, well, I can't because I don't have that. Oh, I have this, but I don't have that. I have that, but I don't have this. But this way, you kind of take inventory of what you have, and then you can make your meal plan based on that. Hi, what you on? Oh, you want to pop in and say hello?
Hi, YouTube.
We can make a grocery list and do a pickup order. Trust me, the pickup order saves me so much money because I'm very much like, oh, this looks good. We can make this out of this. Or, ooh, that sounds good. You know what we could do with this is, and then I end up having a bunch of good things, but nothing conducive, nothing to make an actual meal. Someone's like, what am I going to make for dinner? I go to try to figure out what for dinner, and I have bits and pieces of a whole bunch of components and a bunch of good meals, but I don't have all the things I need. So we need to make a little inventory list, and then we can make a meal plan. And then if there's some things we need, we can go to the store. But then also, I like to go to the store because sometimes it's easy to reverse meal plan where you go to the store and you see what's on sale, what kind of meats are on sale, especially if I don't know what to make. Like sometimes my family's great with giving me ideas, and sometimes they're no help at all. Most of the time, they're no help at all. So I have to try to figure out something. And then, your kids, your family like the same things. So it's like, for instance, tonight, instead of just making tacos, we're going to make tostadas. And I have some, oh yeah, I have tostada bowls. So they can have a taco salad. You can have a taco disc. I don't know, tostada, whatever, all the stuff on the flat taco shell. And good old faithful. I am a firm believer in a meal plan. It just makes things so much easier when it's time to make dinner. You have an idea of what you make. You can either go through the whole week and know what you're making on each exact day, or a lot of times what I'll do is I make a meal plan for we're going to have this for dinner, this for dinner, this for dinner, and then just kind of play it by ear when the day comes. I go through my pantry and freezers and bread cabinet or whatever. I take inventory of what I have, and then I make my meal plan off of that. And usually it's the same thing. Everybody buys hamburger, pork chops, chicken, roast, whatever. You buy the same meats that your family enjoys eating. And the trick of it is just trying to figure out different ways to make it, different things to do, kind of a spin on it, if you will, instead of like spaghetti and meatballs, a meatball sub, which we love spaghetti, we love meatball subs. But what we did this last week is we took Texas toast, Texas garlic toast, cook it, flip it over, cook it, and then when you bring it out, you take a spoon and you push the middle all down, and then I heated my meatballs up with a little bit of beef stock, I wanted them to stay kind of beefy tasting. And then I put the couple, 3 meatballs fit on the bread, pour a little marinara sauce, slap your provolone cheese on, put it in the oven, and you have like a garlic toast meatball open face sandwich. Basically, it's a meatball sub, but it's kind of like a different twist. It's repurposed, basically. So it's the same thing. Like tonight, tacos. How boring is tacos? Well, we have regular taco shells, but you can make a taco salad, or you can make a tostada. Kind of the same thing, just different variations. So here's our meat, defrosted. There's a lot of liquid at the bottom because they were frozen. All you gotta do is just keep cooking it until all the liquid absorbs. But remember the trick I told you? Beef bouillon. A little sprinkle of beef bouillon while it's cooking. Give it that beefy taste. You'll still add your flavorings. You'll still add your regular taco seasonings, but this way it will mask the turkey meat flavor and it will just taste like beef. So what I'm going to do now is leave the lid off so all this liquid can cook out. I don't think my ground hamburger was very fatty, so I think we'll be able to get away with the good old paper towel trick to drain our meat. So in the meantime, let's prepare our sides. He has a little pumpkin. Okay. Man, we've got something for everybody up in here. Big shells, little shells, tostadas, traditional. No, these aren't even traditional. They're bold nacho cheese. And tostada bowls, formerly known as taco bowls. Now listen, I know I'm not inventing the wheel or anything with this taco dinner, but you know, sometimes you just gotta see the dumb and boring things. The mundane, the regular dinners, just different little twists. Also, keep in mind that anything I tell you how to make, the instructions I give you, any any tips or tricks, any explanation, any recipe, any know-how, anything I tell you is how. I'm not telling you how to make it. I'm telling you how I make it. You can make it however you want. The seasonings, you can put however much you want in it. Season to your taste. If you don't like this kind of meat, put that kind of meat. If you don't like this vegetable, put that vegetable. If I didn't put a certain vegetable in it, go ahead. You don't like peas, put carrots. You don't like carrots, only do peas. Everything is very versatile. That's one of the joys of cooking. So what I give you, I'm just showing you how I make it. And sometimes I don't even know what I'm doing until I do it. It's just what sounds good. Like you get the seasonings or the different presentations, the different cheese. So if I don't make something exactly like you make it, or how you've been told to make it, or what you know to be true, just take it with a grain of salt. This is just how I do it. I'm not saying my way is the right way. I'm just saying this is how I do it. So anything that I am making, anything you see me do, make it your own. Either copy it exactly or throw your own little spin on it. Also, I'm hoping to get a little less awkward as I make these videos. It's just so unnatural to sit here and talk to yourself. Usually I don't talk to myself. I just sit here in silence and do what I gotta do. But it's so crazy and so awkward to try to look at a camera and explain what you're doing, why you're doing it, and make yourself make sense and be aesthetically pleasing or whatnot. And my lettuce is a little frozen, so we'll just pour off the top layer. And in the spirit of just using what you have, I don't have the right kind of cheese for tacos, but I have mozzarella, and it'll work. I need to get in the habit of making more of these videos so I can be less awkward. I'm not used to talking my way through cooking. I'm used to just putting my head down and doing it. But I want you guys to know what I'm doing and how I do it. As you can see, a lot of that liquid has cooked off. Now I'm just left with a little bit of fat. I'm going to keep cooking it down a little bit more to see if I can get more of it to evaporate. Can you tell it's turkey meat and hamburger meat? Nope, won't be able to taste it either. It's a budget-friendly workaround. Also, another trick to cutting or chopping is a sharp knife. It helps glide right through without squishing everything. More accidents are caused by using a dull knife. Get yourself a little knife sharpener instead of maybe those long ones where you like a butcher. This is what I use. There's a coarse side and a fine side. Take it, shrink, shrink, shrink like 3 times, flip it over, shrink, shrink, shrink. You start at the bottom, you move your way all the way to the top. You go like this. You flip it over and do the other side. So I think looks pretty good. Ready to drain. As long as you use a less fatty ground beef, you can get away with the handy dandy napkin trick. Swirl it around, it absorbs all the grease, and then you just discard your paper towel without dumping it down the drain or having to worry about clogging up anything or having a bowl of hamburger fat you got to figure out what to do with. Add some taco seasoning. And give it a mix. We've got the budget-friendly taco meat. Well, I don't have olives and I don't have refried beans, but dinner's ready. Thanks for making dinner with me. Love ya. How good is it, Bree?
I'm enjoying it, but I'm making my tostada. Now let's go add the toppings. I'll add a little bit of lettuce. Just a dollar.
Dollop of lettuce.
Yeah.
Oh, I have a microphone on. I probably can't even hear you.
Is it connected? Then, oh, I should have put the cheese on first. Now it's going to fall off. And then the last step was we'll add some cucumbers because I don't like tomatoes. Add a good amount of cucumbers. And then we will do cilantro, lime, street taco sauce. And here are my tostadas. Now let's give it a try. Mm-hmm. 10 out of 10. Thanks for eating with me.